And we are back, everybody. Welcome to the show, guys. Harold here, FigureMania show, and we only got 5 people in the chat. It's all right, no worries. The show must go on, right, boys? Yes.
Always.
Yes, sir. So, but very happy that you guys are back. I'm sure you guys had a very eventful San Diego Comic-Con. So let's first start with Shin Godzilla, the treasure of New Jersey, the most charismatic man in our community in reviewing. How you doing, my friend?
You're making me blush. I'm doing good. Bummer week, but this is the highlight, so I'm good.
Awesome. And of course, all the way from Canada, we have Super 7's greatest champion, the one and only Kaiju Canuck. How you doing, my friend?
Oh, I'm doing great, Harold. It feels like forever since I've been on the FigureMania show because we were at San Diego last time, but it's good to be back.
Yes. And listening in, we have the one and only Mr. SH Monster Arts, not Bandai, Michael Shipman. What's going on?
What's up, guys?
Good. Yeah, so it's so good to have you guys back on. Missing is Mike's Monsters, so I don't know if he'll be able to join us later or not, but he is part of the family here. Alrighty, so let's just kick things off, guys. So how you guys been? Anything on the download for you guys? So let's start with you, Rob.
Down low?
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing.
Really?
Yeah. Definitely nothing. Nothing that anybody will be looking forward to anytime soon within the next month and a half. Nah.
Okay.
Nothing.
Alrighty. So how about you, Kyle?
Yeah, I mean, I've been on a bit of a rampage this week because I'm off work. I'm taking some vacation time before the semester starts next week. So I think today was my 3rd upload of the week, and then I've got 2 more coming.
Fire.
Thursday and
Spinosaurus,
Friday.
right? Yeah.
Spinosaurus. Yes.
Yeah.
When we talk about pickups, I'm gonna pick them up.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. No, life is life's pretty good. Life's pretty good up here in Canada right now. I don't know if I could say the same for my American friends, but yeah, Canada's doing all right.
Yeah.
Taiwan's
Happy
doing
for
awesome
you.
too.
Taiwan's doing all right.
Too. Yeah.
Happy for both of you.
Yeah.
So
happy. Let's say hello to some people in the chat. Cyber Kaiju, what's going on? Alrighty, so I'm getting the new SH Monster 2000. Yes, that figure looks awesome.
Yes.
All right, and then we have Sean Postel. Awesome, what's going on?
Hi, Sean.
And then we have the DJ Master Jedi X Team Godzilla. That's right. Alrighty, and we have Ariane, the Avenger back.
Hey.
All right, very cool. I didn't know that people refer to us as the Avengers, guys. That's awesome. Yes. Alrighty. Hello, guys. How is every single one of you? I am doing fantastic. Thank you for asking.
Doing all right. Yeah.
Alrighty. So, and my friend David, how you doing, sir? It's good to have you back. Yes, sir. Alrighty. So, Harold. Well, let me see here. Harold, how many figures do you have in the back? I got too many. I got two. and more are coming all the time. So
they're
too
coming.
many. Yeah. And I only have like these 2 little spaces left that I can accommodate stuff that I got to move out. And then I got new shelves coming in soon that's right in front of me, so that'll free up some stuff for me and things. But yeah, I'm running out of space in this place. So yeah.
Bored.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Alrighty. So let's kick off the show. Let's see who has the this question here. Who has the largest collection? Not me. I've seen people that with way bigger collections.
No,
between
out of
us.
Oh, I think Rob. I think Rob's got a way bigger. Look at this. Look what you have.
Maybe. There's still.
I think Rob wins.
2 more levels, and I have 2 more shelves behind this wall over here. Plus all the other things that aren't Godzilla or Kaiju. But
Okay, but keep in mind, guys, there's largest collection and then there's largest collection. The Omega Beast collector in the room.
This is true.
Come on, Harold. Come on.
Yeah, they're up there in heaven,
Yeah.
in Omega Beast heaven.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think both of you have the largest collection.
Yeah.
Let's do a video where we count all of the toys in our collection and see who comes out on top.
And when you do it, they need to be lined up. Line them up.
We'll alphabetically categorize them by both name and
there's
year.
some in the vents too.
There are 7 Harold's events.
I got some downstairs in the school, so that counts,
Okay.
right? So.
Oh damn! I don't
Yeah.
have a school. Thank God.
I wish Harold had a school, or I wish Rob had a school.
What would I teach?
Linguistics.
Linguistics.
And biology.
Oh yeah. So today's lesson's on tits. I see you sleeping over there, Legion. Get the fuck up.
Alrighty.
Tits.
So let's what the hell? Hold on a second.
Who's that?
God, this fucking Mac. Hold on a second.
Fucking Mac shit, bro.
Yeah.
We're not talking about Titanic Creations.
Yeah.
Nah.
Here we
Apple.
go. We're talking
Mac
about
and
Apple.
Tosh.
Yes.
We all stand Mac from Titanic Creations.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this this work of art here. eh?
Yeah. Rob looks like he's smelling Mike, and he's not liking it.
Mike looks like he smells festive. I can see a good like L'Oreal, possibly Head and Shoulders.
What's going on, ETN, Robbie? It's nice to see you here, buddy. Hope you're well. Yeah. All right, so let's get into it, bros. So pickups. Let's start with pickups. I'll go first with these pickups. Alrighty.
Okay.
So I had a ton of pickups, man. I had the Nanmu Studios. This is the Lord of the Abyss. I also see this display here. That's also from Extreme Sets. Great great dioramas and stuff like that for toy photographers and stuff. And also Nanmu Studios, the Berserker Empress, which is Indominus Rex. I also got this guy here. This is the non-articulated statue from them. And Burning Godzilla, fucking beautiful figure. Yeah,
Absolutely.
And Mecha Godzilla. Whoa, what a nice treat this was, man. Like such a huge upgrade, because of all the extra accessories and things. Fantastic. And I got this guy, man, like probably my favorite video game character of all time, Mega Man. Yes, sir. Okay. So this is the 3 Zeros one. I can't wait for the Hiya Toys to
I'm excited for that.
yeah, man. Yeah. And I hope they do more Capcom characters, because they got Monster Hunter. They're doing what's that? The two players, which is like a ripoff of Arnold Schwarzenegger and Rambo.
Contra?
Yes, Contra. They're doing Contra.
Fire.
And I hope they do Devil May Cry. I really
man.
hope that they do Devil May Cry.
Oh,
And Street Fighter and Resident
Street
Evil.
Fighter 2, yeah. Oh, fucking Resident Evil. I'd go fucking apeshit for Resident Evil, man.
I would too,
Yeah.
for multiple reasons.
Yeah. And then so that's my pickups. Alrighty. So let's Rob, any pickups for you, sir?
Yeah, quite a couple. I got 2 more of these, but I got me a nice Super 7 reaction of the what is this, Kyle? Vintage green Hedora?
So this is the clear green Hedora. I believe it's a reference to one of Super 7's first toys back in like 2002. They made a clear green one with red paint.
Yeah, I love this guy. He's nice and translucent and stuff. I also got the SH Figure Arts Ultraman Omega. He still feels like a cheap model kit, just like Arc, and people are going to get mad at me for saying that. And I just got last night Titanic Creations Aqua Velva Marine Gorgo.
Nice. Nice. Cool.
Yeah, I love this thing. It's going to be a gush fest when that video comes out. I'm
Yes.
waiting on Burning Godzilla from Michael over there. So that'll be soon.
Cool. Alrighty. So is that your pickups? That's it?
Yep, that's it.
Alrighty. And Mr. Kaiju Canuck, your pickups,
This is
please.
my son. This is the Hammond Collection Spinosaurus. Video just came out today, I believe. This is a great toy, especially if you've waited for it, like I have. I also got the same Aqua Gorgo that Rob just showed off.
Uh-huh.
And then tomorrow's video is on this guy. This is
Cool.
the Super Kaiju Thirsty for Blood.
Yes.
Pick
So I
that
got
guy
a
up.
video on that guy. And then Mac also sent me this guy, so I got a video on this guy coming
He's a good guy.
tomorrow. Yeah, he's a pretty good guy. I think I'm gonna show him just because I have him, but this was from San Diego. This is Fun Destroyer.
Nice.
And then
Yeah,
I got
nice.
the other two over there.
I gotta pick those up.
Yeah.
Cool.
So those are my pickups.
Alrighty.
Nice.
All right. So Michael's busy with so he'll come
I
on
can
later.
take a question really quick. I can take it.
Okay, go ahead. What are your
So the pickups that I got coming towards me hopefully will be here tomorrow, which will be the Kamacuras from the Diagostini set.
uh-huh.
So we're gonna build that, put that together, and then what else do we got here? There. What else? Oh, I picked up an additional classic Burning Godzilla, so gonna do something with that.
Hmm.
And then this is the original release that came out back in the day, so picked up that from Monster Art.
Man.
So I picked up
With
another one of those.
with all the accessories, right? The tanks and stuff.
Yeah, it comes with the tanks. It didn't come with the beam effect; it was just the tanks. But I picked up an
Okay.
additional one. I want to do something with that. And then I have Legion coming tomorrow.
Oh,
Just one.
I can
Just one,
right?
guys.
Just one.
Just one.
But man, I was sweating bullets over this release because it was released the 25th in Japan, and it has to be. And when we say released in Japan, that means it starts to ship in Japan. It's not on store shelf since it's the Bandai Premium exclusive. So I had to wait for it to get to my proxy, and then my proxy has to mail it to me. So I had to send out another email to them saying, please get this out before the 29th. Because I do not want to pay duties on this if possible.
Yeah.
So, but they were super cool and they got it out yesterday, and it's already on its way here. So it should be, as long as it gets through customs tomorrow, I should be okay.
great.
Okay, great.
Can't wait.
Awesome.
Thank goodness.
Cool.
And then that means either way, we're going to be doing a Legion stream this weekend, most likely this Saturday. So if anybody's interested in that, we're going to do a giant unboxing video with that, and we're going to go over through the parts. We're going to assemble the transformation form. It's probably going to be a long stream, so be prepared.
Everybody here has to show up. You're contractually obligated.
Everybody here has to show up. You want to see this bad boy.
I will
Alrighty.
call all of your wives.
Awesome, Michael. Thank you for that. Yeah. This is a fun question, which is geared towards you, Rob. If someone broke into your house and stole 5 rare figures you have, would you let it slide?
I would hunt them down and I would make it look like a fucking accident.
Brother's asking the one mafia guy in the whole panel.
Yeah.
You would
It's
not.
not
They
letting
would
you
not be
fly.
found, and if they were, it would look like an accident. I promise you. I will fucking eat their happiness. Like, if there is some sort of sentient void where they could go, they would end up there. I assure you, because 4 out of the 5 rarest figures in my collection are one of ones. There's only
Yeah.
one,
Yeah.
so they can fuck off.
Yeah.
Try, please.
Sure.
Just try.
Yeah.
I'll bite your fucking nose off.
4 grown men talking about figures. Yeah, man. We're enjoying life, guys.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Imagine what brand new concept. Brand new
Yeah.
concept, guys. It's called
Yeah.
enjoyment.
Yes.
Fucking
Play with your
wild.
toys. Like your toys.
Yes. Alrighty. So this episode is light on news, guys. Okay, because like everything like got dropped on us like last month, right? So but since we have Kyle and Michael, you guys are back from San Diego Comic-Con, like we can talk more in depth and talk about your experiences regarding what we saw and your experience finally meeting up with these guys. So what was that like, guys? Like, what was the reaction when you guys finally? Oh, my dog's barking. Sorry about that, guys. So,
Sparky's really interested in hearing about San Diego Comic-Con.
Tell me now.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
So,
Boy, you're having a fit.
yeah, I have 3 dogs in the house, and I have one dog who's basically a special needs dog almost. You know what I mean?
see.
So like she's afraid of everything. She's afraid of everybody, afraid of everything and things. So like, you know, like we treat her with extra special care and stuff. So yeah.
Understand.
But
Good.
I think
Good stuff.
yeah, she stopped. So she's okay. Yeah. So tell us about this day. This must have been a day for sure.
Yeah. So Michael and I met up on the Wednesday night, and Michael and I were actually staying together at a Verbo. We didn't run into Mike until Friday. Actually, funny story. When I finally met up with Michael on the show floor, the very first thing he did was buy 4 of the event exclusive Monster Hearts Godzilla -1s. It's like, right away. That's the first thing he does.
Oh, hi, Kyle. Okay, I'm buying these.
It's like, I'm in line to buy 4 event exclusives. I'm like, you know what? That seems right. No, it's obviously like it's really great to finally meet the people behind the screen that you haven't. And it didn't really occur to me that like I hadn't actually met Michael or Mike until I think 2 nights before the con. My wife was like, "Don't you think it's a little bit weird that you're rooming with someone you've never met before?" And I'm like, "Well, I didn't think about that until you mentioned it. I think it's fine." But no, it's like it was great. You know, it's meeting somebody. Yeah, you spent over a year at this point talking to for the first time in the flesh. Obviously, really exciting. And I can happily report that these guys are just as cool in person as they are online.
Aw, thanks.
Awesome. I'm gonna make an honest effort to try and make it out. Like, Kyle, if you're going next year, I'll make an effort to try and come out.
Yeah. So our press approvals, Michael and Mike, they're all good for 2 years. So we're already cleared for next year.
Okay.
Yeah, you and Rob should definitely apply.
All right.
Somebody's
So
gonna
when
have
the
to
time
send me the
comes-
officials for
That
that.
was-
again.
This is a good time.
All right. I'll get back. I'll talk to you about that later.
Yeah.
No, yeah, about that. Very cool, man. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the day that we're all together. Yeah, and stuff like that. All
Getting
right.
Cinnabon.
Yes.
Getting
So
Cinnabon.
Oh, which we failed to do.
That's true, but we did go to In-N-Out, which was
I mean, that was always going to happen. In-N-Out was always going to happen. But the Cinnabon, that was going to be the treat.
that was the thing.
Because that's like the big thing, you know?
Yeah.
That's cool. Alrighty. So
There's Sean.
San Diego Comic Con. Thanks. Oh, that's cool. So he's
Yeah.
Project Nautilus. Yeah, I've seen your stuff, man. Yeah. That's so
he was
cool.
there in the suit, and
That's so amazing that you can build that, man. Like I've been watching you for years, and like when I had Twitter, like I would look at your posts and stuff like that and things. Yeah, that's good, man. Welcome, man. Thank you.
Godzilla is literally in the chat right now. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Actually, so if I could just share a funny story because Sean is here. This is topical. So at one point, I was waiting for Chris, our friend Chris from Toho Kingdom, and I was just waiting by the Godzilla booth, the official Godzilla booth, which was very heavily partnered with Bandai. It was right across from the Hiya booth, funny enough. And so the Godzilla booth, it was structured kind of strangely where like the line to check out was in through the displays. So like anyway, I didn't want to get messed up in there. So I was just waiting by the Hiya displays, and I was just kind of standing there looking at everything because we'll talk about it. There was lots to see there.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, like there's this force behind me that like shoves me into the display. And I'm kind of like, what the fuck? And I turn around, and it's Sean in his Godzilla suit, just like screonking his way through the show floor. And I was like, okay, like that's fine. He can't see me, and if I'm gonna get shoved by anybody, getting shoved by Godzilla is pretty cool.
Right
I would
into
have
the
laughed. It was
Hiya
like you turn
display.
around, you tackle the guy. Who the?
Turn around, it's Godzilla. I was like, oh, okay, you got to pass, buddy.
Yeah, funny. That's funny, man. Very cool.
Uh,
Alrighty, so let's recap the higher reveals. And man, what was this like in person? Kyle, tell us
This figure or the whole thing?
the whole thing.
The whole thing. Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay. Story time. Preview night opens up at 6:00, and I'm with Chris from Toho Kingdom. Chris, like, he knows about the toy stuff, but it's not his bread and butter. And I'm like trying to tell him, I'm like, Chris, like, I need to get to the Hiya booth. I'm like trying to pull the guy. He's like, what's the big deal? Like, why do you need to get the Hiya booth? I'm like, you don't understand. Like, it's Comic-Con, it's Hiya, like, they're gonna have stuff. So I'm like trying to drag him. Eventually we get there, and I see all this stuff, and I'm recording the video. And there's actually a moment, because I didn't take in the full booth before I started recording. I just started recording and just started walking through it. I didn't even see the Warbat or whatever was next to the Warbat.
Tiamat.
No, Tiamat and Behemoth were up front or up top. Actually, I didn't see those two either. And then as I was recording Scar King, I like looked up and I was like, oh fuck, on the inside. And so I was like, oh, there's these two. And then I looked over and I was like, oh, there's Warbat. It was a lot to take in. And then Chris, who had talked to Hiya before, he's got a relationship with them. He just asked them straight up. He's like, hey, can you guys like open the glass display so we can get some close-up photos? And they're like, oh yeah, sure. And they just unlocked the cabinet for him. And that's how I was able to get in and get these shots that you see in Harold's slideshow. Like, I was able to actually get my phone like up close to them in person, which was really, really cool. And I will say, the Hiya people were really nice to talk to. There was a little bit of a language barrier because you know they came from China, but we were able to chat. There's a funny story about Warbat. I think Harold, you've got the photo in there, so I can talk about that later too. Yeah. The people from Hiya were really, really nice. Everybody there was nice. I talked to people from Super 7, Hiya, Monogram, 3-0, Unbox Industries. What was the other one? There was another one. I don't remember the other one. Literally everybody was amazing. Like, it was so much fun to talk to these folks. Hiya specifically, like, I was kind of worried because like some of my coverage of Hiya has included like why their sculptor left. And you know, I try my best to navigate those things respectfully and professionally. But still, like, those are uncomfortable topics if you're the company that's being discussed. But like, Larry was super cool. He was like, yeah, like, your coverage is great. Like, you know, really well done. I was like, oh, fuck. Thank God. Thank God. Because, you know, like, when I did that one about why Eden left, like, there was one other person in the community that was throwing a stink about it. I was like, oh, this video shouldn't exist. But, like, Hiya's cool with it. Like, we're chill. Yeah, they were really fantastic. I showed up unprompted on I think it was the Thursday. And without a reservation, without any kind of booking, I said, "Hey, can I interview you guys for 10 minutes?" And they were like, "Oh yeah, sure. Let me just get my other person to make sure we're all here." And then we did it, and yeah, they were fantastic. Hiya was a really fun booth to cover.
Cool. And after you posted those initial photos, especially of burning Godzilla, like, I called you right away from Taiwan.
Yeah, you were video calling me.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God. Yeah, I was going nuts.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Honestly, Comic-Con is such a blur that I've unless you mentioned things to me, like, I've blacked out a lot of it. So yeah, I forgot that you were video calling me and I was there with Chris and at the time. Yeah. Fun. So burning Godzilla. Burning Godzilla looked really good. It's very clearly a new sculpt. Obviously, like, from what you can see here, but in person, like, you could tell also, like, it's a brand new sculpt. I am hoping that they have seen the comments on my interview video that I did, because I did email it to the two people that I chatted with. I hope that they see that people really want this first one to be translucent. rather than like a
Then
solid,
like an event exclusive or anything like that.
yeah, like because we've seen with the legendary Burning Godzilla, they did the first one which was painted rather than translucent, and then eventually they did a translucent version. I think that people really want this initial one to be translucent. So I hope that they see that feedback.
Do you think that they'll actually do, like, for their very first one, be a translucent one? Because I feel like they would do that later, you know?
I mean, I think history tells us that the first one will be painted rather than translucent, just going off of what they've done previously. And don't get me wrong, if they do it well, then it's going to be worth picking up. I just haven't. The only other one that I can recall off the top of my head is the Super 7 Toho Ultimates Wave 2 Burning Godzilla. That one is painted on rather than translucent, even though the spines are translucent, but the chest burning effects are not. And like it's okay. It's not the most compelling thing, and you can see that Super 7 with the Super Kaiju version and now the upcoming Final Battle version, like they switched to translucent because I think the feedback was clear that the painted one just doesn't quite hit right. So if they figure out a way to make a painted version look right, like I'll pick it up. Cool. Like it's fine. It's just that history doesn't give me confidence that it will be a look that's well done, you know?
Question, Kyle. When you saw this, what were your initial impressions? Because like when you showed me this photo, I was like, oh my God. I noticed right away the uptick in the quality of the sculpt. Was that your impression as well?
In the moment, it was a very rush of things. But like looking at some of the photos I've taken, like the one that's on screen now, it definitely feels like a what's the opposite of a soft sculpt? It's not a hard sculpt, is it?
Rigid.
The details feel much more three-dimensional. They feel much more much more textured, let's say. It's much more textured. Like I think that the 91 Hokkaido suit texture is okay. It's a little bit soft. But the
because it reminds you like of a NECA figure, like a NECA 2.0 figure, basically, right?
Except you can actually move the legs.
Yeah, I think the key difference there though is that the way NECA handled their figures, they did a 3D output that then got into a sculptor's hands, and the sculptor would hand carve the details.
Okay.
I don't think Hiya did that with the 91.
Yeah.
I think they just relied on the 3D software.
The 3D data, yeah.
The Burning Godzilla definitely looks like there's more going on there.
Now, did you ask them any questions regarding this? Like, will this have accessories like smoke effects and stuff like that? Anything that like that's planned for this thing?
So at this point, like I've published my interview. Almost all of the questions I asked them were in that interview. The only other question that Chris and I talked to them about that was not published, and so like, you know, call it hearsay or whatever, is we asked them if they would ever get around to Showa. And they said Showa is open to them the same way everything else is open to them, and that it's ultimately subject to Toho's final approval. So I don't know where this, I forget where it came from, but there was this like rumor, myth that Hiya's not able to do Showa outright. But to them, it just sounds like, or from
I have
them,
the answer to that.
Oh yeah, Michael.
Michael, go ahead.
So what happened was there was a conversation behind not behind closed, well, I guess it was kind of behind closed doors, but there was another retailer that was speaking to us about Hiya Toys, what they could and couldn't do, and it was verbally said that, you know, at the time, and this was I think it was either last year or the year before that, but I think it was the year before that actually. But this is where they were said that, you know, they can only do Heisei for now, and it wasn't Millennium or Show or anything like that. But this isn't me hearing it directly from them. This was hearing it from a retailer that was in the room with Toho, and Toho was talking to Hiya, and so it's hearing of a hearing, right?
Yeah.
I heard what they heard, and what they heard Yeah, so it was like that, and that's where that came from.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I see.
And that has
Okay.
changed, obviously. So with any kind of licensing thing, the last year that had changed to we can do Showa, but we have a lot to prove to Toho. That's what was said last year.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah.
And then this year, it sounds like it's kind of the same thing. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah. So thank you for the clarification, Michael. So that's the only other question that we asked them that is not on the record officially. It's just like, are you going to get around to Showa? And they said like, yeah, like we can propose Showa, but it's up to Toho to approve it or not.
Yeah.
I see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So we'll just wait until we see more of this. Like, I don't know. When do you think we'll see the solicitation for this? Like
Tomorrow.
oh my God! Imagine that. Jaime, what's going on, sir? It's nice to see you. I met this guy at Godzilla Day in Japan.
Oh, that's
really
awesome.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah. When are they going to do Burning Godzilla? I don't know, man. Like, I feel as though we knew that there was going to be a beam version of Godzilla 2002.
Yeah.
It was sort of like they solicited a bunch of new sculpts, and then they went back and said, okay, we're going to do all the variants of them.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like the last one, well, I guess there's two outstanding ones. We need a variant on Mechagodzilla 93, whether that's battle damaged or super Mechagodzilla, whatever. And then Mecha King Ghidorah. And again, is that going to be battle damaged, or is that going to be beam variant, or is it going to be both?
Yeah.
I don't know if they're going to get through those guys and then start soliciting new stuff, or if we're going to start seeing stuff like Burning Godzilla and then Monster X.
Yeah.
In the meantime,
I
really don't know.
Sorry to cut you off there, Kyle. Sean had Sydney. Sorry. When do you think Hiya will ever make a -1 Godzilla? There's actually a specific. Isn't there like specific information about that's not going to happen right now? Because Bandai has like the exclusive on -1. Is that correct?
So
supposedly,
Bandai has -1 lockdown for Japan. And I guess they might also have some distribution, at least in the US, but probably some bigger distribution as well. But Super 7 also has -1. Between the two, I don't currently see, because -1 is a separate license, I don't currently see a way for Hiya to get in there and make a -1 for now. That's not to say that it will never happen, but I personally would not bet on it in the short term, in the next year or two.
And
possibly
it's never going to happen.
To chime in on this, the way licensing works is that Hiya has access to Monsterverse and anything that falls under the classic Toho license. And I believe that currently the classic Toho license only goes up to Shin Godzilla right now.
Okay.
So it's
everything else requires a separate license after that.
Okay.
And that's the current status that it's in right now. That could change next year and the year after that, but it only goes up to Shin Godzilla.
So no Ultima, right?
No Ultima.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. So, man, I was so happy when they finally showed this guy. Kyle, what were your tell me more about this guy? Because you know what, like as soon as I saw this, Kyle, I sent a message over to Larry, and I told him, I go, hey, that head sculpt, the neutral head sculpt, it needs to look meaner. He looks like a male model here, you know.
That's pretty funny. So immediate impressions. I like that the scale with the Kong, because Kong was just a few things over. I liked how it looked. I love that he's got like a laughing head. I think that's perfect. I was caught off guard by the fact that he didn't have the whip slash, but the exquisite stylist did.
Yeah.
And that when I asked, will this one have the whip slash, the answer wasn't yes. The answer was it's possible that it's in progress. It's possible that he'll have a weapon like is seen in the movie. Oh, the Exquisite one also has Kong's axe, and it might not be clear in the photos, but he has a interchangeable foot depending on whether or not you want to put him on the Shimo. So if you want him on his own, you just swap out the foot so it's more flat and so he can stand on his own, or you can swap out the foot so that he mounts onto Shimo better.
Yeah,
so
I'm not sure if you have one of my. I'm not sure if you have one of my photos, but it also has it has those all on display too in my photos.
Perfect. Yeah, so I that caught me off guard. I would like to think that it's a slam dunk that like he needs his whip slash.
Yeah.
And that if he just doesn't have the whip slash, people are gonna wait for the version that has the whip slash.
Yeah.
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 I mean, you released Kong for the first time with an axe. Then you released him again with a tree. Released Scar King with the whip slash.
Yeah.
It's kind of integral to his character.
Yes. Yes. Now you see all the articulation cuts are in there. I believe it's going to be articulated in a similar fashion to the GXK Kong.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he looks great. I agree with your assessment, though, Harold. I think that the neutral face needs to look meaner.
Yes, it does. It definitely does. Because at no point in the movie he looks like that. He's always looking mean. He's always looking evil. Yeah.
Yeah. And I hope they, when it comes to doing the eyes, they take the points that Alan Henry raised, where he never really looks straight at
directly
you, right?
at you.
Kind of like down, and his eyes. You can't see because my fucking hat's in the way, but like his eyes sort of peer up.
Yeah.
I hope that they capture that as well.
Yeah.
But it looks fantastic.
Now, Kyle, I have a question.
Yes.
In your professional opinion, seeing this right before your very eyes, you think that elbow bends at 90 degrees?
I think it bends at 90 degrees unless you're really bad at geometry.
Okay. Good. Sorry.
I like this question here. Do you think Hayashisuko would be an exquisite basic? Well, it's got to be an exquisite basic to match with the line, right? Not an exquisite mini. Yeah.
That is an interesting question, though.
That's an interesting question, though. Yeah.
It is an interesting question. I don't know if we've ever really seen that sort of interline play, although we are kind of seeing it right now with Monster Arts, with the Yu-Gi-Oh line. Like the monsters are in Monster Arts, but then Yugi is in Figure Arts. You're seeing that interline play, but I don't really think I've seen it done with Godzilla.
Yeah. Okay. Very cool. So moving on, like I'm looking forward to this guy for sure. Like I was so happy when because like honestly, like the window for this particular part at GXK, it's closing, right? Because we got the new movie on the way and things, right? And like pretty soon, like I don't know how soon that we'll start seeing product up for the next movie. Like they gotta put that out, yeah. So
well, do they? I mean, Behemoth got solicited. Behemoth was on screen over 6 years ago.
Yeah, but Behemoth is not the main character, though.
I mean, we still haven't seen Mecha Godzilla.
That's true too.
That's true.
Yeah.
True.
I think if they were going to cash in on hype, they've already done so. But I think that for Hiya Toys, the MonsterVerse is their bread and butter because they have access to those CGI, files, so they're able to do those, and that's why they look so cool and everything. So, I think just kind of going back when we were talking about what's going to come solicitation wise first, I think you're going to see more of the MonsterVerse solicitation before the Toho recent stuff like Burning Godzilla and Monster X. I think we're going to see more MonsterVerse before those guys. I think those guys need more work.
Okay. Kyle, did you ask them did Taya ask you what was their feedback like on Godzilla 91? Like were they pleased with it? Things.
Didn't talk to them about it.
No. Okay.
No.
Alrighty. Anyways, but this guy.
Yeah, Monster X. I think Michael's got more thoughts on this figure than I do. I think my initial impression is that there is like I don't know how to say it. There's the amount of detail is quite interesting. And there's some creative liberties taken. Like the dude's got abs, as Michael pointed out to me. But we think that they might actually have had photo reference from the remnants of the actual Monster X suit. But I'll pass it over to Michael because I think he had some more interesting things to say about this one than I do.
Yeah,
if he's able to. He might not be able to.
Oh,
1 second, guys.
Okay. Yeah. So, first of all, stunned that they showed a Monster X before they showed a Godzilla 2004. Like,
true.
To me, Godzilla,
I was thinking the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, to me, Godzilla 2004 was like, we're gonna see it. Like, that's Eden's favorite suit. I would have assumed that Eden sculpted it for them long ago, and they haven't shown it off yet. There's one person in the community I know that's really pumped for Godzilla 2004. It's Kaiju O'Danny. If Kaiju O'Danny's watching, I hope you're doing all right, man. But like he was messaging me. He's like, "When do you think 2004 is going to come, or is Hiya going to make 2004?" And I was like, "Bro, if they're making Monster X, you know they're going to make 2004. It's just a matter of time."
Yeah.
So regarding my thoughts on this, it could be that it's just the prototype that just because it's a grayscale figure, you see the details a lot more than versus if it's painted up. Because as you know, Monster X is very mostly black and bone color, right? So a lot of these details that are there, you're not ever really going to see them this sharp. But yeah, there's some interesting choices. Like the abs, like really stuck out to me. I was like, those don't look right to me. And then even the face doesn't look like it should, especially on the teeth area right there. It doesn't look 100% like how it's supposed to be, but I think they got some improvements to make on this figure for sure. It's even the top torso part, it looks weird to me too, compared to what it looks like in the movie. And these are done differently though. They're not using, when they're sculpting these, they're not doing these by hand. They're doing them digitally, and they're doing them based off of reference materials. And there was reference materials are just 2D stuff. They're looking at pictures. They're looking at images of the suit. They're also looking at other figures that exist in other lines as reference points. So I think it's important to know that when they show off their SDCC stuff, though, this is like the stuff that's like way out. It's not coming out soon.
Sure.
I think last year's SDCC stuff that I don't even think they started solicitation until like December or something, or November for the first one. So
well, with Kong, they showed Kong last year, and then not too long after.
Kong was quick.
Kong was quick.
Yeah. But for the Toho, I'm talking about the Toho stuff.
So GMK, I think was GMK in 2000, or I guess 99, were both in September.
Okay. Why did I think that they were in December? That's interesting. I don't know.
So much has happened.
Yeah.
I just remembered it was like there was 2 solicitations at the end of last year, and I was just like, oh wow, these are just kind of out of nowhere, right? They were at the very end, like they were pushed out. And I could have sworn that it was 2002 and GMK, or maybe it was 2000.
I think 2002 was earlier this year, wasn't it?
Yeah, 2002 was a good chunk of time after the previous 2.
I think it was 2000 then, that's what I'm thinking of. Or no, it was Mechagodzilla maybe. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't follow Hiya Toys that much, so.
Cool. But I'm interested in this one. I did have the SH Monster Arts version, but I since sold it. So I'm interested in picking up the Hiya version to see what this guy's like. But I'm more interested in Kaiser Ghidorah, So if they ever get around to doing Kaiser Ghidorah, imagine how big that one's going to be. You know what I mean? It's going to be monstrous. Yeah.
You could keep it.
So, okay, this one here, this already got solicited, right, Kyle? Or is this?
Yeah. So
like,
my apologies that in my video I completely skipped over this one. Like you can actually see it as I'm moving over to Burning Godzilla.
Yeah.
From Nerd Gigante. So yeah, this is the updated sculpt for Godzilla 2002. Sean in the chat, Project Nautilus, he is he made sure to tell me that he still doesn't really approve of the head sculpt, but that the body I think looks mostly correct to him. There you go. There he is in the chat.
Oof.
Yeah. So this
What's
is
wrong with it though? Like it looks okay to me. Like
so there's proportions in like the lower jaw and neck that I think are not quite right. And I do think that when they showed the prototype, the solicitation for the heat ray version, the way the eyes were done, it's not quite right. But I'm sure Sean will have some updated notes in the comments very shortly. I think that it's like, I think it's hitting the uncanny valley. It's like most of the way there, but then there's just some small things that are really breaking the illusion for people.
I think his head is too fat for his neck.
You think so?
Either that or it's the lower jaw.
I think it's the lower jaw.
It's the lower jaw. It's definitely the lower jaw.
It's like there's too much to it or something.
Yeah,
but it's something with that lower jaw.
And I think the upper jaw is, the muzzle's too big too. I think it needs to be smaller.
See, like I look at this and I think it's okay. Like I don't know, I'm not. I guess I don't know. I guess for certain Godzillas, I'm not as picky.
So Harold, like Godzilla 2002, 2003, it's not my favorite thing. I know people really love the Kiryu saga. I've never been like that into it. So for me, like, I think that the figure look for $50, I think it looks pretty good for $50.
Yeah, I think there's a bit of a high expectation because of the MonsterVerse figures, that there's a high expectations that it's going to be like spot on to the movies. And I think for the price range, like, this is okay. This looks great for what you're getting for $50.
Yeah.
So really quick, guys, before we continue, I just did some research really quick. I was not wrong. I was right. It was 2002. Godzilla was announced December 3rd of 2024, and Mechagodzilla 91 was in November 24th. So those were both the end of last year when they were solicited.
Okay, that was a long time ago.
So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Is like maybe this year we're probably not going to see Burning and Monster X, probably similar times, maybe.
Yeah, so 2002 was never shown at Comic-Con, so that one was a surprise. But you're right about the Mechagodzilla. That was shown at Comic-Con, and then it took forever.
Yeah.
So this is the SH Monster Arts version, and I think I see what you're saying. That the jaw is like a little bit thicker on the higher. Okay.
Yeah, Sean's writing some comments in the chat. The head should be much more narrow, and there's an unnecessary snarl on the bottom jaw that's not featured in the actual suit. It should be much more relaxed, and the front upper snout should be curved downward. Eyes should be a pearlescent gold.
Okay. So, like, how accurate is the SH Monster Arts version? Sean, how accurate is the SH Monster Arts version for you?
If I were to guess, he's going to say it's much better, but still not perfect. That's going to be my guess. Sean is obsessed with this suit.
Yeah, he freaking made a life one of it, right? So.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let him. We'll for him.
We'll let him cook.
Yeah. Okay. He said.
He said yes.
Yes.
XD.
So, but like, what's your opinion of the SH Monster Arts version? Like, is it spot on or not? Which is what I want to know.
I don't think it is.
No.
No, it's close. I mean, here's the thing: it's Yuji Sakai's version of Godzilla 2002. It's his interpretation of it. But even if you look at the suit directly 1-to-1, there's some big differences in the head still alone, and I think the neck is longer on this figure for articulation purposes.
Okay.
So, like I would say, like if you look at this figure that Harold's holding up right now, if you were to take out that little neck section that's underneath the jaw, I think that would be the correct length of the neck. But this is something that they just added into this because they wanted it to be able to look up.
I see.
So, but if you look at Wakasa's sculpts of this, like they're very different in the head department. The overall build too, I think it's a little bit more bulkier in Wakasa's versions. So, but it's a good representation of 2002 at the end of the day. It still looks like 2002. If you held it, from a distance, you're like, hey, that's Godzilla 2002.
Yeah. Okay.
Just like with this figure that we're seeing from Hiya, like from a distance, like that's 2002 Godzilla, right? I mean, when it's all painted up, you'll be able to go like, that's 2002. I get that.
Yeah.
I don't think it's wrong to have different interpretations. I mean, if you look at any of the Japanese figures that are out there, there are so many different brands and sublines, and not all of them are exact. They're all different, in proportions and heads and everything like that. So,
sure, okay.
It depends on what you're drawn to, and that's the product you should try to find. If you're a person that really is big into accuracy, that's going to be a really tough thing to find, I think.
Yeah.
Especially for things that don't use CGI data that are not reliant on it. If it's all done by hand, that's pretty tough. Unless you get Wakasa himself to redo the sculpt and everything, that's as good as it's going to get.
Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. So this is the other one, right? This is 2000.
This is their 99 suit.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have too much to say here. It looked great. The one spine, the large spine on the back, you can kind of see is a little bit warped. So I think it's an older prototype. But in person, this one looked
crisp,
fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. And I like the texture. Like even like on the last one here too. I think the texture looks great.
Yeah, Michael and I, these two were right next to each other.
Yeah.
We spent a long time looking at these two to determine to determine how many shared parts they have. Because the legs look quite similar in person.
Yeah.
I think the feet were different. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure they were different. And then they had completely redone like the neck and the torso.
Yeah, because the neck definitely looks a little different.
Yeah, but the arms, I can't remember. They're very similar, but they're pretty different sculpts.
Okay. Alrighty, cool. So, and then they showed this guy, Hokkaido. I'm waiting for this guy.
Yeah, I have no idea what the holdup is on this guy. In my interview, I did ask, like, what's the next release after Beast Glove Kong? Because they had a production box of Beast and a production sample of Kong there, and they said, well, there is no set schedule, but we think it's Heat Ray 91.
Yeah. So they're probably redoing their packaging to have the new head in there.
Yeah. That would make sense.
Sure.
So I gotta think that this one is just right around the corner.
Yeah. And that beam, like Rob and I, we were talking about this with Goji Gaia and Seppi, that we just love how this beam looks like it's erupting out of his mouth, and it's like it's not hitting yet, like it's in midair. That's what I really like about this.
Yeah. Now, this beam we're going to see a lot of because every other classic Toho Godzilla
it's got the same
is using this beam.
Yeah,
which is fine.
It's okay.
Yeah.
The Godzilla Evolved Heat Ray version has a new beam though, so that's good.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, NECA did do a 2000 Godzilla.
They did two of them, actually.
They did two of them. Yeah, like one with the electricity. I don't know where that one is. I think it's somewhere up there. I don't want to go up there and get it. I'll just forget it.
Yeah, I'm scared to ask Sean about his his impression of the NECA one.
Yeah. Okay. Alrighty, and I predicted this one. This was a nice surprise. So, tell us more about this one, Kyle.
Yeah, Behemoth.
Behemoth.
He's pretty cool. He's tall. Yeah, I
Mhm.
think he's gonna be maybe even a little bit taller than Legendary Godzilla.
Cool.
Not to get into the whole height Coke can shit again, but I think if you've got Legendary Godzilla in his more like relaxed, fucking
His posture, relaxed
yeah
posture,
thing.
yeah.
I think Behemoth's gonna be a little bit taller than him.
Mm-hmm.
And you can kind of see it in this photo, but he's got the articulation cuts made.
Yeah.
So it seems like they have an idea of how to engineer this guy and how to manufacture him.
Mm-hmm. Will he have different tusks, like a broken tusk and things? Because I mean, it's not in the movie, but in the comic, like he does get his tusk broken by Amulek.
Yes. So I don't know. I mean, Michael asked them last year about touching stuff from the comics, and based on the answer, it sounds like they're going to be focusing on the movie stuff. So I'm not convinced that they're going to include a broken tusk. But if this one sells gangbusters, I'm sure that they're not going to hesitate for a moment to sell you a variant. I have I've never been more sure of anything in my life.
Yeah.
But I think he looks amazing. The fur texture, like they've gotten much better with it with the GXK Kong. I think here it looks even better. I am worried that he's gonna be kind of brickish, but I also don't know that I need him to be super articulated. Yeah. Oh, hello, Dallas. It's good to see you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious to see. Actually, you can see toward the bottom of the photo the way the hands connect. I'm curious to see if they give him alternate hands so he can have more of like a swiping.
Yeah, like to be more like an action figure. You know what I mean? So like you can pose them and things. Yeah.
Yes. So to sum it up, I mean, what I saw is what you're seeing here. The only difference being that, like, I got a sense of how tall he'll be. He's going to be a taller figure. He's not going to be more expensive, I don't think. But no, he was a very pleasant surprise to see. Because I feel like we knew that someone was going to get to Behemoth.
Yeah.
But it's finally nice that he's going to get his time to shine.
Sure. Cool.
Yeah, the year before that, when we were interviewing them, we asked them about original monsters, and they're like, you know what, we're good with what we have right now. That was kind of the sentiment, and it was nice to see that. I think it's because they're listening to people that they want them to do other things besides repaints at this point for the ones that they've already done. So it's like, what's left to do? Well, if they can't do all the Toho stuff right away, original monsters is the way to go. They have the files; they're going to look good. I think they're much easier to pull out. But they got some things to think about with some of these other figures when it comes to how they're going to do them. So that'll be interesting to see.
Yeah. I am 48 years old, brother. All right. Yes.
And I'm not secretly 68.
Yo, he's 69.
Nice.
All right, and I predicted this one, and in our last stream, Kyle, Rob, and I, Goji, Guy, Seppi, we were wondering how they're gonna engineer this dude, and I guessed that like from the back of the legs down, it's gonna be bendy wire, and then from just this part that we're seeing here, it's gonna be segmented maybe into 2 or 3 articulated parts. What do you think?
So I asked them this.
Okay.
And they said they're not sure yet.
That's right.
I can see why they would go full bendy. Because like if you look at those razor fins, I can see those making the articulation a little bit complicated and also like breaking up the sculpt a lot. I can tell you right now, if it was Super 7 would be just all bendy. They they're like, we're not breaking up the sculpt. It looks too nice.
Mm.
So I could see the concern there. I think that, well, the jaw like Warbat is going to be hinge. I think it has to be.
Yeah.
I really do hope that they figure out how to make it articulated without bendy wire.
Yeah.
But like you said, maybe it's like from the rear legs up, she's articulated, and then the rest of the body is bendy.
But like, how are they gonna? If that's the case, like, how are they gonna make the little arms and the legs move? Then you know what I mean? Like,
I think that the arms and legs would still be articulated.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think that just the main body would be a bendy wire.
I think that they could do it. They'd probably be articulated similarly to the smaller arms on the female Muto figure. I think it'd be kind of like that.
Yeah.
But one thing, like, Tiamat is a very long figure.
Oh yeah, you got that impression that it was very long, eh?
She's extremely long. Like you guys and even Michael, actually, like, you guys have gotten the Skullcrawler box. The Skullcrawler box is like fuck off big because they kept the tail straight.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I think Tiamat might be close to twice as long as the Skullcrawler.
Jesus. Fuck.
And they might even do this thing where they segment it, where they break it up, like where it plugs into like 3 different places, bendy wire wise, and then one ball joint or in the middle to kind of connect everything. They could do that too. Wherever
I
there's
would love for them to like, if it's like scale accurate, I would love for that to be the case, man. Because like, you can do very interesting things, like in terms of like toy photography and like posing wise. That would be fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a hard figure to place just because it literally is just a noodle with arms, legs, and a face.
I refer to every monster as a guy, okay? So don't mind me, okay? It's unless it's specifically a girl, but I can see it's a girl.
Yeah, so look at Lane Vix's comment, the most recent one. I could provide some input. Tiamat and Warbat might be close to 3 times as long as the Skullcrawler. Like, Tiamat is a very large figure.
So this is going to be $100.
It depends, brother. I don't know. Yeah, maybe she'll be at like the $60 mark, like Mechagodzilla and Shimo.
All right.
Yeah, but it's kind of cool. Like, you know what's going through my mind right now? It's like you can wear Tiamat around your neck like a snake. You know what I mean? And like walk around, and people are like, what the fuck is that? Hey. You know how some people, like, they have pet snakes and they wear it around? It's like, you could do the same thing.
I'm pretty sure they're going to change up the packaging for Tiamat. They're just going to put it in a tube.
Honestly, I think that would be genius.
You're just going to get a poster tube of Tiamat.
Do it.
Tia scarf. That's so funny. So yeah, I'm very curious to see how they do the design of Tiamat. I really hope that they don't do bendy wire for the full thing.
Well, there's a risk for that too, though. Like if you bend that thing too much, you will break it, right?
You will break it, and
yeah.
Listen, like, all materials degrade with time, and I do believe that the rubber flexible material degrades faster than plastic.
Yeah.
How much faster, I don't know, but it will degrade faster. And just even knowing that, it doesn't make me like super stoked. But the actual figure looks great, and she's extremely long. Like, we have confirmation that basically the Playmates Tiamat, which is the only other option, that they compromised her length.
Yeah.
To fit in the package, but they designed it so that if you bought multiple Tiamats, you could make her as long as you want it to be.
Oh, that's awesome.
For this one, that's just like, no, they're just making her the full length.
Oh, I think that's the way to go.
Yeah.
I definitely think that's the way to go for this guy, for this girl. Excuse me.
My only worry with like ball joints is just like this thing being all ball joints. It's like,
I don't think I would like that.
Where do we get to a point where it's literally just a fucking cooked noodle? and it doesn't hold anything.
Yeah, like the tolerance doesn't hold up, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my main worry, because Playmates, it's Playmates. It's a fucking $10, $12 figure. But even if this thing does end up being 60, $70, it's like, I don't want the thing to have the tolerance of 12 days and then just be a fucking floppy mess.
Yeah, I think that's a very valid concern. I don't know if they'll include a display stand with her. That might, like, some kind of harness might help
Mm.
if they go that route.
I think they
What
should
kind
just
of
go
variants could
exquisite
we see
stylist.
from this type of figure? You know what I mean? Like, could we see like what's it called?
Underwater,
Like the
all lit up?
translucent plastic. You know, like the magenta translucent from this figure and things. Like,
I don't know that we would see a variant, because if they're going off her appearance in the movie, she only has one look. And that's like, well, she has two looks when she's all chopped up. But her primary look is
Now
like,
there's an idea.
she's energized, right? She's got that pink fuchsia energy.
yeah.
So I would imagine that's what they're gonna go for.
I would pick up an extra one just to repaint him as like Amanda. You know?
Amanda.
Understandable.
Who's Amanda?
Amanda Bynes.
Or Manda, whatever. You know, the stupid snake from
The stupid snake.
It's a dragon.
Yeah, no. I get what you mean. I get what you mean.
There's a question for Kyle right there.
Sponge Studio. Would
Yeah.
Super 7 re-release their Melting Godzilla? Nope. They are
Never.
not allowed to.
Never.
Never.
I
It's never
actually,
happened.
I actually grabbed the very last one. Yeah,
There you
thanks to Michael Shipman. You know,
Yeah.
so
Kyle's the last.
yeah.
Kyle.
Alrighty.
Harold is the
moving
last
on.
one ever.
Yes, the last one ever. You know, okay, let's go to the first one. I totally did not pick up that this thing was upside down.
Yep. Yeah, I didn't pick it up either until I took the photo, and then afterward I was talking to the people at the booth, and I was like, "Oh, the Warbat's upside down," and they were like, "What?" I said, "Yeah, he's upside down. Like, look at his head," and they were like, "Oh," and then they started laughing, and they just picked him up and they moved him around, and so you can actually see if you go to the photo of him upside down, Harold, I think he's freestanding.
Yeah.
Can you move to the photo where he's upside down?
Okay.
Yeah, so he's actually freestanding there. They were able to get him into a pose and balance him, but then when they redid it, he's actually leaning on the glass because they weren't able to get it freestanding again. So yeah, like it was just a funny moment. They had a good laugh about it, and then they fixed it. But you can see in the photo where it's corrected that there's dust underneath him there because it's the resin prototype that was like sort of crumbling away a little bit. So
geez.
So that's a fun little story about the Warbat. But the Warbat, with the exception of the hinged jaw, is entirely flexible material.
Oh wow.
And he's big. I don't know. Lane Vix was talking about, the length of Tiamat being potentially 3 times that of Skullcrawler. I don't think Warbat's closer to like 1.5, 2 times.
Yeah, because like he can smother Kong. You know?
Yes.
But I hope like I want to be able to do that. You know what I mean? Like when I get my hands on this figure, like I want to be able to do that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Though I thought the Warbat looked really cool. And that was the one I was saying, like, as I was recording, I didn't even see Warbat on the side. And so when I moved the camera over, I'm like, oh, and also here's Warbat. Like that was my actual first impression of Warbat captured on film. But no, he looked great. And technically he's an army builder.
Yeah.
So
I mentioned that in the last stream. I'm going to be definitely army building this guy.
Yeah.
At least I'll probably pick up at least 3 or 4.
Yeah. So Lane Vix's comment in the chat, I think, is a good point of discussion. Is like how flexible the chest is going to be with the wings. It's not clear to me like the engineering of the bendiness because the body's bendy and then it connects to the wings that are also bendy. So I've never really owned a figure with like intersections of bendy. So I don't know how it's gonna work exactly, but I trust they'll figure it out.
I think the tips will be more bendy than the parts that are closer to the body.
I can see that.
I think that they'll be. I think that they may even do a thing where they hook it up. I mean, this is a prototype. We don't know what the final version is, but they might actually do it where it's kind of similar to King Ghidorah, where they have it hooked up with a hinge joint on the wings at the base, and then they do bendy for the rest of it. But we'll see what happens. This looks like it's just connected to the base of the figure, though.
Yeah,
that's going to be an interesting one for sure.
Okay, very cool. So
he likes turtles.
He does.
Yeah, so this guy wasn't at Comic-Con. This was at the other convention. Was it
Taipei?
WonderCon?
Taipei?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was in Taipei for sure. I think he was.
Yeah. And the talk of the town has been that they've resculpted the head. I don't remember.
I don't notice that here in this photo though.
It's very difficult to see it here. Yeah, unless you have the solicitation photo like close up of the head right next to this guy's head, it's gonna be very difficult to notice it.
The main difference is that the lower jaw on the first version that was issued, the first solicitation, had like a piece that was underneath the jaw that just kind of stuck out like a sheath. And on the Heat Ray version, that sheath has been removed, so it's just the lower jaw going into the neck now.
Oh.
I think they might have changed the grin a little bit too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I don't know. This is my favorite Godzilla movie.
It's a great
I thought
Godzilla
that the first
movie,
leg figure looked fine. I think that this new head sculpt looks close enough that I don't really have any strong opinions on it, but I'm really excited to get this guy in hand.
You know, if they're doing this guy, they have to complete the cast. Like, I want somebody to finally complete the cast. You know, like.
Yeah.
Bandai
did it a long time ago.
Yeah, I mean the X Plus has it, right? Well, they have Baragon and Mothra, I think.
Oh yeah,
yes,
and they have more than enough of Godzilla.
Yeah.
So,
and then the GMK Ghidorah. I have the Bandai Movie Masters GMK Ghidorah. Do you have that one, Rob?
Who?
The Bandai Movie Masters King Ghidorah. The
Ghidorah? Movie Monsters?
I think it's the Movie Monsters. I don't know. It's let me pull it out. Hold on.
Movie Monsters.
That line only had one figure, and it never was seen again. And it was called the Master Detail line, but fuck that.
But yeah, someone needs to get around to completing the GMK cast, because what are we doing?
Oh, yes, that's the original Movie Monster series, King Ghidorah.
It is, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh,
that's
okay.
The best one, personally. Articulated heads.
No, this just does this. Yeah.
Well, it's Movie Monster articulation.
Yeah. It's a lost art these days for Ghidorah in vinyl format.
Okay. All right. But do you have that one?
I was like, that's interesting. Anyways.
I only have the two newer ones. I don't have the original mold for GMK Ghidorah. The only original GMK figure I have is the two Godzillas that they made out of the 5.
I see. Okay. Alrighty. And so someone was asking in the comment section about is the stylus dead? No, it's very much alive. I mean, this is the stylus right here.
Yeah. So you can see his right foot. They've got the wrong foot attached.
Yeah.
So there's a swappable foot one that angles down a little bit more to better fit on Shimo, which is cool. And then you could kind of see his right arm is more of like a grasping hand because you can display him with the axe as well.
You know, this looks cool, but like if you go back to watching the movie and you see that scene where like they're down in the hollow earth and he's standing on Shimo and he's doing this, I mean, that's like scale wise, that's not accurate. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
was that ever mentioned at all, like in your conversations with Hiya, like, you know, about the scaling of Shimo?
No, I didn't ask them about the scaling of Shimo. The only thing I asked them about regarding scaling was the heat ray Godzilla evolved because the solicitation mentioned refined proportions, and so I asked them like, does that mean it's going to be a new sculpt? And they said it's a work in progress and that they'll update pieces as necessary.
Okay.
Yeah. As long as we don't have the same thing happen that time as what happened last time, that'd be great.
Godzilla supercharged with refined proportions and oh gosh, translucent plastic.
Hooray!
Oh, Nergigante.
Rob, what'd you call this guy? A pincushion with a face?
Yeah. He's an angry pincushion with a face, and that's awesome.
Oh, dude. This guy he's got to have close to 200 spikes on his body.
Holy shit.
I have absolutely no idea how they're pulling this thing out of a mold.
Slowly.
The only way they're going to do that is if they do them separately and they have them attached like via ball joints, kind of like how they did. Tamashi did. Can't say that one. Mitsune, I think is what it is.
Yeah,
it has a lot of spikes on it, but they're attached via ball joint on top of the skin. So, but yeah, pulling this out of a mold. Good luck.
Yeah, like even on screen right now, if you were to count the spikes, it's got to be like 30 or 40.
I think more.
Right?
What you don't see is the tail in the back.
Of him. When you see his tail, it's covered in fucking spikes. Like, I genuinely don't know how they're gonna do this. And he's gigantic. He's a gigantic figure. I think in my interview, Larry said, yeah, he'll be close in size to like King Ghidorah. The wings are made of the same flexible material as the Ghidorah 91.
Oh.
So maybe that's how they're doing it, because if the wings are made of that rubber material, maybe the spikes come out easier.
Yes.
So yeah, just like that should help.
How do you pronounce this thing's name?
Nergigante.
Nergigante. Okay.
I keep wanting to say it. It's a Nergigante.
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 Yeah.
It's like nerd gigante. Like a nerd giant. Like gigante is giant in Spanish. You know?
I'm just going to call him Nurgle.
Nergigante. Okay.
How about Nergigante?
Call him White and Nergy.
Yeah.
You done just been nerged.
But yeah, very impressive looking figure. Gigantic. A fuck off amount of spikes. And yeah, I'm not even a Monster Hunter fan, and I think that it's gonna be a piece to own. Like it's a giant spiked dragon. The tail, I don't know if I have a photo of it somewhere else, but the tail is very, very impressive as well.
Wow. Okay.
Jeez. White
so this guy got solicited like what, last week or 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago, I think, at this point.
Yeah. And I like the the translucent. You know what threw me off? You know what I mean? It's like, oh, it's Godzilla 2002, and I completely forgot that they already solicited the standard one. You know?
Yeah.
And so it didn't dawn on me later that this was the heat ray version, because I didn't see a single photo of him with the heat ray.
Yep.
You know, what's going on? You know what I mean?
'Cause
Like,
his mouth is fused shut.
yeah,
Like he's not even roaring.
yeah, nothing, nothing. And all the shots that I have, they're like,
I'm here. I'm there.
He's just hanging out.
This is my beam.
It's here for the vibes, guys.
He's cool.
Anyways, I mean, it's so weird that they solicit this and we don't even have this standard one yet. You know, like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's kind of par for the course at this point,
Yeah,
unfortunately. But you know, business is business, I guess. However, it differentiates.
see, I
like-
don't see anything wrong with the face. I think the face looks fine. Sydney's saying that he think it looks horrible.
I don't think that it's horrible personally. If you think it's horrible, that's one thing. I don't think that it's horrible. I think it's the uncanny valley. I think it's most of the way there, but there's something about it that breaks it for me a little bit.
I think it looks better than their first attempt that they did.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, they didn't even pose him like in the ring during the title card. Yeah, you're right. They didn't do that. They should have done it.
Dude, like the all of the photos in this solicitation, it's just the same pose.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
it's like they put no effort into like trying to pose him like cool. You know.
Yeah, it's really
That's why they should give me the job. Give me that job.
They should've. Yeah, this solicitation is a real head scratcher, which is funny because the first 2002 was also a head scratcher. Yeah, man, I don't know. It's the same pose over and over. His mouth doesn't open. We don't see him with the heat ray. I don't know. I personally think that that's kind of lame.
Yeah.
Like you were asking, and here's the thing to remember, guys. Like when they put the solicitation up, they're asking you to put your money down.
Exactly. Yes. Exactly.
Right?
They should put their best foot forward for this.
They should put their best foot forward, but they need to do something to like instill buyer confidence.
Mm-hmm.
Now, them soliciting a heat ray version without showing you the heat ray, and then somebody buying it and then later being disappointed, like you could make the argument like, well, you bought it without seeing the heat ray, like that's kind of on you. And I'm sympathetic to that viewpoint, but also like I think they got to show us what the product is supposed to look like.
Mm.
That's kind of where I'm at with it.
I will.
I think the main issue with this figure is that it's not their Shin Godzilla.
There you go. It's true.
It's true. I want to see Hiya's Shin Godzilla already. Like,
I do too.
I'm
I really
impatient.
want that. Yeah, I want that. I want a Shin Godzilla, a new Shin Godzilla.
Absolutely.
Well, we're gonna get to one later in the stream.
Indeed.
Yes.
Indeed.
All right, let's move forward.
Yes.
So, holy shit.
He looks like he's taking one. Okay.
Hiya asked me, "Hey Harold, what do you think of the lighting?" We tried adjusting the light. I go, "I think the lighting is much better this time. Keep that."
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
Yeah. Alrighty, but look at this fucking Nintendo Power Glove, man. Holy shit.
It's the Infinity Gauntlet. Excuse you.
Oh, okay.
The Infinity Fapper.
Like it's got moving parts on it. That's insane.
Yeah.
And that's why.
But I'm
it
worried
wasn't
about
an
how
accessory.
will it impede the bending of his elbow? That's what I'm wondering, because like on the SH Monster Arts, it does a little impede like the bending of the elbow a little bit, at least for mine.
Yeah. I mean, we'll find out shortly. I
Kyle will
hope that
find
it
out
does
shortly.
it. No, Harold's still gonna get it before me.
We'll
I
see.
did it last time. Fucking
I heard
Rob got
somebody
it.
say that it's actually
Yeah, but-
connected, right? Is this all one piece?
Yeah.
Because if the Monster Arts isn't connected, it's divided into parts.
Oh, I have no idea, to be honest.
Yeah,
Your
I
guess
at the
is
elbows, they're
mine.
not actually that. So at the elbows where they meet the bicep, they're not actually connected to each other.
Huh.
Ooh.
So,
Interesting.
question for the class:
Okay.
how do we feel about the fact that the figure is like 80% identical to the previous one?
You know, I was hoping for, obviously we're gonna get, it's just an arm, right? Like a
Yeah.
robot, just accessory, and at least give us like a different heads, at least one or two different heads, but we're getting the same heads all over again. And like here, let me show you something. Let me show you something, brother.
Let me
You
show
know,
you something.
in the first version, you also get swappable hands that aren't going to come with this one too.
I have two of these guys. Okay, I have two of these guys. I went ahead and I repainted the tooth.
Yeah.
Because I want a god, a GVK version of Kong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now I'm completely comfortable that I can have this guy and I can have this other guy here. That's got the silver tooth and things. But like it does just like to have that figure again and like just not have any variations of like the head sculpts. I think it's a big missed opportunity.
Sure.
So
Sure.
and
Yeah.
I'm going to mention that in my review.
Yeah. So that was the point that I raised. That I wish that there was at least one new head.
Hmm.
Because then it's like, okay, you bought both of the Kongs. Here's a little something, like you have an extra head that you can use on whichever one you want.
Yeah.
But one of my channel members, he pointed out, he said, yeah, but like for the people that only want one or the other, it's kind of nice that you're not being locked out of an accessory that comes with the different. So I'm like, I can kind of see both ways. I do wish that the paint job on Kong, and I don't have it in hand yet on the Beast Skull version anyway, I kind of wish that there was maybe just a slight variation in the paint so that the figure looks a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
But
At least something different, just something different. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, as it is right now, I mean, I guess I'm just happy to have a Beast Glove Kong that isn't Playmates or Movie Monster series.
Yeah.
But I do agree with the sentiment that a part of me does wish that there was something other than just the mustard stains that he has all over his other arm. Like, I personally couldn't tell you like what, like in regards to, so what kind of different face would you give him? What would do this, do that?
The smiling face, like when he knocks out Scar King's tooth. Give us that head.
True. Very, very true.
Use that, or you could do like when he sees his people in the Hollow Earth, like he has that like horrified look.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Like my whole thing is that Kong is one of, if not the most expressive Titan in the MonsterVerse, and I just wish that they would capitalize on that more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe they should have made this one grayer.
I'm also scared to death that they're going to release a third Kong that is just interchangeable arm Kong, and he has new heads. Like that would feel so fucking kicked in the nuts if they did.
That'll be the event exclusive, ultimate exquisite basic Kong.
Yeah. Anyways,
yes. Robo Lizard in the chat. Hiya should glance over Kujira's heads. I sent Hiya in my email screenshots of Kujira's heads. I said you guys should do more expressions like these ones. They didn't reply to me, so who knows?
But that might also be why this figure was finished so quickly, because literally the only thing different on it is its arm and the hands that go for that arm.
Yeah.
So I imagine that was probably part of the plan. It's like quick turnout. So maybe that was part of the make and model. Ow.
Alrighty. So, Kyle, you were here. Godzilla Station.
Yeah, man.
Please tell us.
Oh, it was extremely cool. So on the Wednesday, the press got to get in 2 or 3 hours earlier. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
3 hours earlier than the general public. And
Mm.
even when I got there, like there's a line. Like I saw and I ran into toy YouTubers that I've watched before who don't really cover Godzilla. Like even they were there to cover the event because it's like it's fucking Godzilla Station, man. Like, you know. So all the employees there are wearing the jumpsuits with the hard hats. There's just so many people. Everybody's happy. I remember when I finally got in, I was like maybe 2 steps in the door, and this shorter lady has just got a mountain of items that she's buying, and she's like, "Excuse me, coming through." And I'm like, "Okay, no worries." Yeah, just it was really a special moment in time. They had the Godzilla statue there. Toho showed up. Toho showed up while I was there for the press thing, and they came in and they were like, "Yeah!" Like they were having a super fun time. And almost all of their exclusives sold out.
Good.
I think there was just the Ultimate -1 and then some of the posters remaining. But like all the funds were done. The super cycle, this little fucker, this little guy, jing 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 jing. Yeah. This guy,
That's awesome.
you know, some people have been throwing a shit fit online. It's like, it's like $60. Okay. Yeah, and it sold out at the event on like day 2.
Skill issue.
Skill issue. Right? The reaction figure sold out. The sticker pack sold out. The train biter pin sold out. Like here. So there's the pin and the little train bits dangle.
That's awesome.
Fun.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And I didn't realize it, but and I'm not going to be able to show it here, but the windows on the train cart pieces are broken, but this one is broken. The windows are broken in a way that spell out Super 7. It's very subtle, but it's a neat little thing.
That is neat.
Yeah, and then like Godzilla Station was crazy busy every single day.
Good.
I think except Sunday. Maybe Sunday there wasn't a line, but even Saturday there was a line to get in. Yeah, and then I think the next slide is the one with Higuchi. Yeah, so this is a fun one. So
was this at the same spot?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so before the event, Super 7 advertised they would do a Higuchi signing, first 50 people, and no lining up before 10 a.m. And the signing's at 11. And they had people lining up at 6 a.m. Like just did not listen to the rules.
Fuck.
So, you know, Ariane talked about it a little bit in my coverage of it, but that puts Super 7 into a very difficult situation where it's like you have this group of people that are super excited and passionate and want to, you know, get in line for this thing, but also like they're breaking the rules. So what happens to all the people that also really wanted to be there but abided by the rules?
Kick them out.
So what they did is they converted it to a raffle. They said, okay, like everybody's interested, and you know, this just seems like the most fair way to do it. And then so they're raffling it off, and the guy next to me. So it came down to the last 4 digits on the ticket. So they're going like whatever, dot 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 dot. And the guy next to me, so it's Mike and I actually in line with our raffle tickets. The guy next to me, at least 8 times, he was off by 1 digit. At least 8 times. And to the point where the end, he's not even mad. He's just like, seems right, you know? So they're raffling off the numbers, and they're down there like, okay, 5 more. And I'm like, at this point, I'm slowly starting to accept my fate. They rattle off the 5th one, goes to somebody else, and they rattle off the 4th last one, and it's mine. And I'm like, oh, that's me! Like shouting so that they know that they don't have to redraw it. So then I make my way through, and eventually I get my ticket, I get in line, go to meet Higuchi. They were handing out those really nice. It's on a canvas material. The poster, it's really nice material. His team was there. Like he had a translator as well. That was very friendly. He was a really cool guy. The Toho licensing team was there behind the person that's taking this photo, which was really cool. Overall, yeah, Godzilla Station was really exciting. I am so glad that was my first San Diego Comic-Con. I don't know
so cool, man.
if next year will quite live up to it.
I plan to come next year, so
yeah. I mean, there's going to be lots of Godzilla stuff, but Godzilla Station was a really exciting moment in time. And from my conversation with Brian, which we recorded, tremendously successful for them. Tremendously successful.
Yeah, that's very cool, man. That is cool. Is that their only store that they have?
So they have one in San Francisco as well.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, so one in San Diego, one in San Francisco. Yeah, and this is the San Diego one, and it's about a 15-minute walk from the convention itself.
Which one's their flag one? The San Francisco one? Their flagship?
It depends on what you. Depends
which
on
is their original stores? What I'm asking.
I think the San Francisco one is the OG because I know that's where Brian is based out of, and most of the founding team is based out of. But I could be wrong.
Okay. Alrighty. Very cool, man. Very cool. Do you have that poster on hand?
Yeah, give me a sec.
Okay, cool.
Sick.
Scratches his butt as he walks away.
Look at this fucking guy.
Look at this fucking guy in his shorts and his socks.
Looking at my jorts.
Damn.
Oh, look at that.
That is I am so jealous. Oh, and the San Diego is in the Shin Godzilla font. That's so cool.
Oh yeah, that's
bro.
There.
That's cool.
It's pretty great.
That's neat. That's very neat.
And then there's the coin they were giving out.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Power
yeah,
Rangers
pretty
coin.
cool. Yeah. Harold, I think this is the first time my legs have ever been on camera. You have the honor and the privilege of showing that off.
Well, you're at home, so it's all good. Yes. Alrighty, cool. So let's fucking goddamn. I want these guys so bad.
Yeah.
This looks
Absolutely.
so charming. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was telling these guys before we went live that there's a couple of interesting things here. The wings on Rodan and Mikey and Raph, if you want to be that way, they're made of a flexible material, so you'll be able to pose them.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other thing is that the Mikey's shoulder pads are Ghidorah heads, and you can plug them into his hands and then pose the hands as if he has 3 heads, which is pretty cool.
That's
a really cool feature.
Yeah.
Fire.
Is this on pre-order now or not yet?
I don't think so.
Does Playmates do pre-orders?
They do, yeah.
Okay. I need to find a pre-order then, because I need all 3.
Yeah, and then they confirmed during the panel that Donatello is Jet Jaguar, and he will be Wave 2. I suspect that Splinter will be Anguirus.
And April will be Mothra.
April will be Mothra. Shredder will be Mechagodzilla.
Yep.
And then I don't know who Casey will be.
That's so cool.
You can make him Ultraman.
Yeah.
It's just like you say fun toys, and you look at this and it's like that's by definition. This is just fun.
Yeah.
Dude, this is just the spirit of it, like fun, having fun with your franchises.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
It's ridiculous. Michelangelo is fucking King Ghidorah, which is hilarious.
Fucking Kaijutopia is like April O'Neil is Gap Rock.
Redheads forever.
That's really funny.
That's funny.
Yeah. Can I just say though, I feel like I feel like there's a moment in time, and I don't know when it was, but I'm sure it's observable and measurable, where Toho realized that there's a fuck ton of money to be made in collaborating with people,
Yeah.
and they haven't gone back. Like they just haven't they haven't stopped.
Yeah.
Which is great because there was a time where Godzilla figures were few and far between a year, and at this point I would not discount My Little Pony and Godzilla having a collab. And the only reason I say that is because I want to destroy a My Little Pony unicorn. I think that'd be fucking terrifying and hilarious. But I love that that's so on the table. Like,
Yeah.
you get unorthodox shit like this, and it's like, that's cool. Because now is the only time that something like this would ever happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Yep, definitely agree.
full support. Keep going. Go weirder. Do Godzilla and Smiling Friends next if you really fucking have to. Even though they don't really have merch, but that'd be hilarious. I mean, I say just keep having fun with it. And for the people tossing a titty fit about it, sucks to suck.
Please. Alrighty. So, any idea when this is being released?
Soon. It's gonna release before year's end, I believe.
Good.
Godzilla Day, maybe? I don't know.
Maybe.
I hope not.
Actually don't
Godzilla
know.
Day's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt enough as it is.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
All right.
You notice how modern day figure lines like these are only doing waves of 3 now?
Yeah.
It's weird, isn't it? Like, I don't know. I just thought that was weird.
I think
Rule of threes.
I think you're right, Rob. I believe that it has to do with the fact that everything's becoming more expensive.
True.
And the perception of a wave only costing this amount of money, despite there being one less figure, just it makes it feel like you can buy the whole wave at once.
Yeah.
I think that's
you're
kind of what it is.
You're right. For sure. I see that. But it does feel weird, wave 1 just being 3 of the 4 turtles.
For sure.
I'm so glad that Leonardo is Godzilla, though.
He had to be.
Yeah.
He had to be.
Awesome. Alrighty, so moving forward, and this will be out, Michael, when? Late September or October? Early October?
September 27th in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be in late October for the US.
Okay.
Excitement.
Yes. Alrighty. And this guy was not shown there. Yes, Kyle, is that right?
Yeah, he wasn't at the 3-0 booth. I don't remember exactly what it was, and maybe Michael can correct me if he happens to remember, but I believe the person we were talking to mentioned that like the current state of affairs with the world had an impact on the production of this figure, but it should be coming out soon.
Okay.
Yeah, they're aiming for the fall.
Which is literally starting next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kids are back to school here in Taiwan next week. Yeah.
So any day now.
Yeah.
Any day now.
And then in Hong Kong at their show, look at Rob. Rob, put that face up again. This is going to be like their next Kaiju Dao figure, yeah? Shin Godzilla.
Yes.
And this is supposed to be articulated, right? So it's going to have like the same material, silicon-based body material. Oh my God, like this, it's like what if X Plus could articulate, could move. You know what I mean? So like,
yes.
I can't. I'm excited for this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Robert, you go ahead.
No, I was just I'm just in awe. So by all means,
Yeah, so when we were talking to Cody at the booth about it, one of the questions I asked him was, do you think that the production timeline for Shin will be closer to the estimated production window given the lessons learned from Godzilla 74? And I believe that's when he mentioned, he said, well, a lot of the delays from 74 are due to like just the current state of affairs. But that, yes, like part of it is also the learning process, and that they'll feel a little bit more confident in Shin's anticipated production timeline. But he will have unique challenges, like especially with that tail.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
there will be, like, they do feel more confident in that production timeline.
this is the one I'm getting. I'm not.
Oh, you have to get it. You have to.
I have to, and
Legally, you have to.
illegally, I need to get that passion tank one too. But I don't think I'd be able to forgive myself if I passed this one up. Like, I don't care if it roars, I don't care if it plays music, lights up, whatever the fuck. Like, they could just sell me that and I'd be fine. But oh god,
Just the fact that it's going to be an articulated figure and it's going to look seamless. Jesus.
horrifying.
Yeah, it'll be using a zinc alloy frame on the inside of it.
Zinc alloy. That
Wow.
sounds pricey.
Sounds
That's what they're using. It's the same thing that they're using for the new for the 1974 Godzilla.
Okay. So ballpark probably around the same, if not maybe 10,
Well, probably
20
will
more.
be a lot. It will probably be a lot more than 74 Godzilla.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it'll be.
Because this is a 74 Godzilla retailed for, I think it was 170 in the US. And you know, the scale for it's going to be a bigger scale than 74 Godzilla, so it'll be taller.
Oh,
And it's
so what, 30 centimeters? What do you think? 30 centimeters, you think?
they didn't give us a height. They just said it was going to be taller.
This looks like 30 to 40 centimeters to me. Because that figure right behind is
It might just be. It might be 25.
is a 1/6 scale figure. That's their
Oh,
1/6 scale figure. So that's what's making me think that it's going to be either 30 centimeters or 30 to 40 centimeters for sure. 30, yeah, because that figure right behind is their 1/6 line. And
So what you're saying is, to me, to get over it and just buy it.
I wouldn't be surprised if it hits the $400 range.
Fuck me sideways. 400 goddamn dollars. Ugh.
Yeah, 350 to 400. But here's the other thing too, because it probably will be solicited differently in Hong Kong, but here in the United States, it's going to be a higher price.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Because of everyone's favorite T word. Tariffs, guys. Tariffs. I'm not getting political. Don't worry about it.
I was going to say toupee.
Or Tupac.
I was going to say tutu.
And Twinkies.
Twinkies, yes. Tabasco.
I was going to say testarossa.
Ah, yes. Titties.
There you go.
There you go. Alrighty. So this
The sculpt isn't final on this, by the way. They're still working on it.
Yeah, that we're supposed to be something. We're supposed to see something by Godzilla Day. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Fuck. That's
Get
not
ready.
final. That looks damn good for not final. Sheesh.
Yeah.
Pardon my French, but fuck.
Yes.
Yeah, they're working with a sculptor in Japan to do this.
Ah.
Oh.
So the reason why it's taking a little bit while is just because of the distance. There's nobody in-house doing it, so and then you have to talk to the licensor on top of it. So there's a lot of waiting in between approval process.
I'm happy that they're doing this one, like, and not legendary. Even though I want them to do a legendary, but like they're going a different route. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's refreshing.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
it was refreshing to see Showa come out first, but it's even more refreshing to not see. Oh well, it's probably going to be legendary or -1 next. Now they're going right for the Shin.
Yeah.
Hey,
Originally, it was supposed to be 1954 that was going to debut, but there were other product on the market, so they decided to sidestep to 74.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Very cool.
One
Alrighty.
day
So
Mezco will release theirs.
moving forward, this is Michael. This is being shipped to you. Yes, as you said earlier.
Hopefully tomorrow. Cross your fingers. Hopefully I get it tomorrow.
Alrighty. And this is a big lady. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have it in hand just yet, but once when I get it, I'm gonna get this thing weighed to see how it is because the box that it's coming in, like I have a couple other things in there, but it's like 17 pounds. Now the figure's
Jesus.
definitely not that much because it's packaged with that Burning Godzilla figure I got and the Kamakura set that I've got too. But based off of those things and their weight, like the Burning Godzilla is 2.5 pounds, and then the little Kamakura sets, they're barely anything. Both of them combined are barely a pound. So Legion's probably about an 11-pound box.
Wow. Okay.
That's my estimate. I'll get a better idea for that once when I get it in hand. But the box is absolutely huge. I don't even know what to expect when this comes in. How this is going to look on my doorstep.
I wonder if this thing will be like close to scale with the X Plus version.
I think some people took some photos of the X Plus version, and it's still bigger.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I think, isn't that 30 centimeters?
I think so. Yeah, because my buddy's got it in his shop, and
Yeah.
I was looking at those photos that you shared, and you said, "Oh, that's the Rebel Tech one over in the corner." I was like, "Oh, damn."
Yeah, the Rebel Tech is like super small compared to the Monster Arts.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Jeez. And this thing comes in like a giant foam insert, right?
Yeah.
What?
They protected the whole thing on the inside of this guy. Like the flying form parts, all the parts that are swappable, they're in the blisters that they do. But the figure itself comes in a foam insert. Like your X Plus figures or the Chogokin figures comes in like that, and it has some special wrapping around it too to prevent paint rubbage and all that. So they went all out with making sure that you're going to get a good figure that's not going to come with defects.
Less room for
Wow.
bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
But yeah, the box is absolutely huge. And honestly, the box is actually much bigger than the figure itself. It's just that much, there's just that much protection inside the box. That's why it's so big.
Yeah. Okay.
Good.
It's the same story with Iris. Iris's box was so huge, but when you took it out, you're like, oh,
Yeah.
Iris isn't all that big, but all those accessories and how they have the blister in there made it a lot larger than it had to be.
Yeah. I mean, Iris is standing right over here. You don't even notice her.
There's some photos on X floating around. They put Iris on top of the Legion box, and it's just like, what?
Yeah.
Somebody put Little Godzilla on top of it too. It was great.
Yeah. Cool. So,
wow.
Alrighty, stay tuned for that, guys. And Rob, you got to see this. How many times did you see this in theaters?
3.
3.
3. It'll be probably 4 or 5 once orthochromatic drops.
Oh wow. Okay.
I love Shin Godzilla.
Did this come out in Canada, Kyle?
It did, yeah. I had a chance to see it.
Okay.
It's pretty great.
Not in Taiwan. Yeah.
Nah.
Anyways. I'll be looking forward to the DVD, the 4K Blu-ray for sure. Yeah.
Same.
Alrighty. And then I didn't think this was real, but you guys wanted to chime in, like, it's not. People are saying that it's not an actual direct sequel to Shin Godzilla 2, or is it? I don't know. It's confusing. Yeah.
So yeah, Bloomberg reported that Toho was working on, among many things, a Shin Godzilla sequel or successor, whatever. Michael and Mike were quick to point out that Bloomberg, when it comes to stuff like this, has not always been on the mark. And so it's possible that they're running with stuff that is not actually accurate. Now, at San Diego Comic-Con, there was a huge Shin Godzilla presence. Like, but you could say that was just to be in alignment with the Shin Godzilla 4K theater re-release. But like the Godzilla booth, they had a display of every monster art Shin Godzilla together. Just lots and lots and lots of emphasis on Shin. I mean, they had the director there for Pete's sake. Like,
Yeah.
It's hard to say, and part of it is like, where do you go with a Shin sequel?
Mm-hmm. Can you answer
But-
this question? Are there any new scenes added
No.
to this 4K?
Nothing.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No deleted, no extended, nothing. It's just the same movie.
But higher quality.
Yeah.
Okay.
Allegedly.
Yeah, in the states they never released the 4K version, but in Japan it's been out for some time now. So, but it's interesting because they made such a big deal in the marketing, like it's 4K Shin in theater and stuff like that. And I think I figured out the reason why they're doing it. It's because you haven't been able to see a 4K version at home, but it's the same version that debuted in theaters back when it debuted with Fathom Events. It's the same thing. It's the same copy. It's the same cut. It was 4K back then. There's no difference in it. So it's just I just find it so funny that the way it was marketed, because it's like you're watching the same thing if you've seen it before. But if you haven't seen it before, cool, you get to see it in 4K, quote unquote, right?
Yes.
Okay. Alrighty. Okay. So
I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to come off controversial in this just because name, love, presence, and all that, but I'd be perfectly fine if this movie didn't happen. Had you announced this like a year or two after Shin Godzilla came out, I would have been like, yeah, let's go, just do it.
yeah.
But we're going on 10 years next year. We already have, -1 and subtracts again on the way.
Yeah, like
And-
it's surprising that they're gonna go back. You know what I mean? I didn't think they would do that.
Yeah, that and Shin Godzilla, a lot of what I love about it so much is that it's so Hideaki Anno's Godzilla movie.
Mhm.
And his love, like the way he films things, the way things are put together, the way that like everything down to the centimeter has meaning in the movie. I just don't know if that can or should be replicated again, because I mean, one of the first things Anno did for a Shin Godzilla treatment was to make the movie more likable to the people who didn't like the original.
Mhm.
And I'm not saying that's what he would do again, but the idea of that is just really, pardon my words, but it's fucking lame. It's because, I don't want Shin Godzilla to be this thing, this enigma in the franchise, and then just go ahead and do what every other Godzilla film has done before. I don't know. I guess I'm just overly protective of it because I love it so much, but I don't know. Like, if you're going to do a sequel, I feel like you just have to lean into the weirder stuff. I don't think Shin Godzilla should be fighting another kaiju. I think it should just be Godzilla in Japan, one-on-one type deal. And if you bring in the smaller creatures, even better. I think that's cool. But I don't know. At this point in time, if it doesn't happen, I'm fine. Just keep making toys and I'll be happy. If it does end up happening, I'm probably going to be a little on edge.
Yeah.
Because, again, I have such a weird thing for Shin Godzilla, and it's just like I said, it's I can't see him fighting another monster. I'd rather it just be Godzilla in Japan. Just, crank up the weird. And I don't know if Toho, I mean, I imagine they'd allow it, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I think we'll definitely get some kind of announcement for Godzilla Day, which is in November 3rd. I think so. We'll just have to wait until then to
Yeah.
get more clearer answers. But for now, let's move forward. And this just recently happened. I just hinted that the death battle, and there was a time, you know, I cared about sort of this sort of things about power scaling and things. And now as an adult, I don't really care, but it
Yeah.
was fun to watch. But like at the same time too, it's like one of those things that just made me roll my eyes. I was like, oh, this is just too much. You know what I mean? Like it's out there. Kyle, what do you think?
Yeah, so I watched it. There's a clear point where I'm like, I don't know what's happening anymore.
Yeah.
You know, I forget who said the quote. It might have been Stan Lee, but it was like, who wins in matchups like these? It's whomever the author wants to win.
Yes.
You can make the justification either way. So while you have this death battle where Hulk wins, you simultaneously have a comic book happening right now called Godzilla Destroys the Marvel Universe, where Godzilla is destroying everybody, Hulk included.
Yes.
So I wouldn't take the results of this too seriously. I
No.
think that there are some points in there that make for an interesting thought experiment. But before we went live, Harold, you were mentioning like if they just locked it down to one iteration of Godzilla versus one iteration of Hulk, something like MCU Hulk versus like
Legendary.
MonsterVerse Godzilla, like that constrains the fight a little bit more, makes it seem a little bit less far-fetched.
Yeah.
That would have been more interesting to me to watch in terms of analysis. Like to me, like stuff like Death Battle or Game Theory is at its best when it's grounded and it's realistic. But when it got to this, it gets so out there that really positioning one over the other just didn't feel. It's just kind of like, yeah, okay, fine, whatever. Who cares, right? So like it's that being said, animated great. The guys did a great job. Fantastic job.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Amazing production quality, great stuff. As for the outcome, like I don't take it very seriously.
No, neither do I. Like I just don't care. You know what I mean? But,
yeah.
Anyways, c'est la vie. So moving on. Already, guys. Already, Kyle. You mentioned this in one of your videos. Can you tell us a little bit more?
Yeah, someone alleged to have leaks posted nothing of any substance, and I'm not saying that to insult them. They literally just didn't post anything about it. And in the absence of proof or anything, to substantiate it, I don't have any reason to believe that there are legitimate leaks out there. I would also like it feels useless to say like guys don't spread leaks because the internet's gonna internet, but it's just like leaks are never shared to do the movie a favor.
No, it's always self-serving to the person.
Always self-serving. It's always for clout. It's so just keep that in mind, right? Like that's all I really have to say about this. Like if you stumble across something and people are like, oh, like this stupid thing happens in the movie, it's just like, okay, you can make a lot of things sound stupid outside of context.
Yes.
And silly and ridiculous. I mean, these movies are at this point meant to be like sort of over the top fun.
Yeah.
With a name like Supernova, like we're getting into some crazy shit. So like just try to enjoy the ride. Like don't give people the clout that they're looking for. Just
Yeah. Agree.
Just go for the ride, man.
Yeah. Agree.
Yeah. That and all of these leaks just like seemingly love to leave out the fact that the movie is clearly going to have something to do with space. So according to all these leaks, this movie's going to take place in a fucking parking lot somewhere. So
Yeah, man, like that one that's just like, oh, Godzilla's the main threat, and humanity is using zombie skull crawlers, and the zombie skull crawlers incapacitate Shimo. Like, do you fucking hear yourself as you're writing this, brother?
like
Hey, ChatGPT, write me a story about supernova.
Yeah, you know, like, where is the supernova in this plot, right?
it's so nonsensical and
And at the same time, it's like, congrats, you got your 15 minutes of fame, you got your 60 upvotes on Reddit. Now, can you please just go away and let us enjoy the road to the next movie?
Yeah. Anyways. Alrighty, so guys, we need your help. We need this figure to be made. So if you guys, if you can support this project, it would be really awesome. I have my pre-order in for this guy. I've been really looking forward to Titanic Creations, bringing this guy, getting this guy to become a reality and things. And how far are they from reaching their goals, Kyle? Do you know?
They're about 150 backers away.
Yeah, so almost there, guys. Okay, so guys, if you guys like Titanic Creations and things, if you got some of their figures and stuff, don't pass this up, man. I think this is going to be an awesome figure for sure. Yes. Alrighty.
Yeah, it needs to happen.
Yeah. Anything, Kyle? Did you want to mention anything about this or no?
I think the original crowdfunding deadline was September 2nd. I believe it's been postponed, extended, through the rest of September. Mm-hmm. So there's still plenty of time. I'll be covering a couple of their new releases. I know Rob's going to cover the Gorgo soon as well. Mm-hmm. If folks want to get a sense of what a Titanic Creations action figure is like, so do stay tuned for that. And Titanic Creations is working on a few other cool things in the background. But if Titanicus, if their flagship mascot kaiju doesn't do well, then that doesn't really bode well for a lot of the things that they want to do. I don't think I can share too much, but like, I know one of the things Mac is working on is an interpretation of the Cthulhu character. That's going to be, their own original take on Cthulhu. And there's an emphasis on play features with the action figure. So there's one feature he showed off. I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to get in trouble. If you join his Discord, join the Discord channel, ask him on Twitter or Instagram for access to it. But there's this really cool action feature that the Cthulhu figure is planning to have that I think looks great. And there's a couple other things that they want to do with that. But again, like, if Titanicus doesn't fund, then it's hard to try and do new things.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Like, you'll default back to Gorgo or Pulgazari or other licensed stuff, which is great for its own reasons. But personally, like, I would love to see more in the world of third-party kaiju.
Agreed. 100%.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so moving forward. So this is a picture. So if you guys have young Gari already, so this is what to look forward to with Titanicus. So it'll be pretty cool. I'm sorry that I missed out on young Gari. I did jump on the original Gorgo, but not young Gari or Pulgazari. Mm-hmm. But I'll definitely, I jumped on this guy for sure. Yeah. So hopefully, they'll make it. Yeah. Alrighty.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. And
womp womp. That's it. That's the stream. Thanks, everyone.
Good night.
So, you guys have probably heard by now, HLJ did announce that they are temporarily suspending all shipments to the US. Okay. So, do you want me to read it?
Yeah.
All right. So, or in Donald Duck, just to make it, more upbeat. What do you think?
It's your show, Harold.
Yeah.
Right. All right, here I go. Okay, guys, here I go.
You got this, dog. The magic is in you. Okay.
All right, here we go.
Oh God.
Rob, do you want to take over?
I can't follow that up, dude. There's just no following that up.
All right, I'll continue then.
It was beautiful.
Holy shit, man. Harold, you're too good at that.
Oh, alrighty.
Wow.
Rob, did you want to do a New Jersey reaction to that?
A New Jersey translation of the statement?
Hey, yo, the fucking duck said it all. Just listen to him.
Oh,
No,
man.
no, John.
Oh, dude, I can't even think right. I see in static fuzz right now. Oh, God, Harold, that was beautiful.
Thank you.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Truly.
So, if you guys have been shopping there, I don't know, man. I don't know when this is gonna stop.
Yeah.
It
So-
sucks.
Well, it's
And
not
just
just Hobby Link
I think it's
Japan.
important. It's
Yeah.
not just HLJ. It's everything that's from
It's everything,
Japan
yeah.
Post.
Yeah, Hobby Genki, Bai even said a couple of things, but a lot of these services do use other carriers. So that's just the thing with HLJ. They haven't been using DHL and FedEx because I think there's like extra costs or something.
Mhm.
I don't know for sure. I'm sure somebody can correct me, but EMS Japan Post was kind of like their last like thing. And with this stupidity, I guess, that was just it. And I know Hobby Genki's going through it. There's multiple sites that are just like, you can still pre-order and you can still buy. It's just we can't ship.
Yeah.
No, INS Hobby is not in this grouping as far as
Neither
I
is
know.
Cowkiss Toys. Neither is
Yeah.
Cow's Kiss. Yeah.
Because they're in China, and I don't think China uses Japan Post, which is good.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Yeah.
So, all right. So we've hit all the topics, guys. So, anything else? Any extra stuff that you guys would like to mention or anything? Or
Well, I think we should touch on one last thing that has to do with this, and that's the De Minimis. That's expiring on the 29th.
Mm-hmm.
That's this Friday. And
Okay.
there's a constant confusion that I'm seeing among younger collectors, at least. Maybe not so much everybody else, but the thing about it is that depending on who you're talking to, I keep seeing the word tariff being thrown around, and that it's going to affect things like Amazon and Big Bad Toy Store and all that. The thing about what's happening on the 29th does not impact domestic distribution. So if you're looking forward to Monster Arts figures or any other kind of line that's distributed here in the US, even if it's made in a different country, that remains unaffected about what is happening on the 29th. What's happening on the 29th affects people like you, the private collector, that decide you're going to skip domestic distribution and you want to import directly from another country, business to person. So, and what's changing is that at this moment today, anything that ships for less than $800 comes into the United States duty-free. That means that we don't pay any tax, nothing like that. Starting August 29th, you will be charged the country's tariff rate. This is where it gets confusing for some people. It's the tariff rate through private couriers. So that means if you're getting things sent through FedEx, DHL, or UPS from other countries, it is based off of their current tariff rate. So if you're buying movies or figures from Japan, as long as they don't mark it that the country of origin was China, you will be charged a 15% duty tax plus applicable fees when it comes into US customs. And this is only through FedEx and DHL and UPS. If you're buying things from China directly and they're going through any of those services, you will be charged a 30% tariff duty charged on that. And then there's a different aspect of this, USPS system. When you order things, say from, and I really am curious about how INS Hobby and Caucus is going to do this, because they send stuff through the USPS postal system. They are assessed a flat rate fee starting on the 29th. Those packages that come into the United States through USPS will be charged $200 per fee from China, per parcel, I mean. $200 flat fee per parcel. And from Japan, they will be $80 per parcel if they come in through USPS. So services, if you're ordering from Japan, those include airmail, anything that's by express mail, EMS, those things will be charged. And those are things that are currently out there on the way to you right now. If they are processed through customs on Friday, you will be hit with those duties moving forward. So that's why a lot of Japan Post is actually stopping that. I think some places have started to stop as early as the 26th, so that you don't have to get hit with those fees until things are, streamlined and figured out and how that they can charge that. It's different for China. I have no idea what's going on with China stuff. I know that they send everything through e-packet, which is transferred through the USPS system. But until they actually come out and say what they're doing, it sounds like INS Hobby is going to be eating a $200 parcel fee.
Holy shit.
So unless they're using a different private courier service, private courier services will not be charged the private fee. It's only if it's handled through USPS postal system. So, but that's how it's affecting it. It's if you directly import yourself and you skip domestic distribution, that's when these duties kick in. The tariff stuff that happened earlier in the year, that's already in effect. It's already applied, and the distributors deal with that. And then they decide to pass that cost off they bake that into the price of the product already. So there's no increases domestic wise. You're not going to get, increase in product like anything being solicited by Tamashii Nations or even previous exclusives. Those prices are going to remain unaffected. They're going to be the same prices that they've been since they've already made all these tariff changes. So that's where we're at with everything right now.
Wow. Alrighty.
Fuck.
Well, I live in Taiwan, so I'm okay.
Canada.
New Jersey. God damn.
Oh man.
Oh jeez.
I was trying to read I wanted to read the whole thing, but I couldn't keep up, and like it was just hurting my mouth. Yeah.
Nah, dude, that was very impressive.
Yeah. Flawless even.
Thank you. So we've hit all the topics, and it's been 2 hours and 19 minutes. Guys, thank you so much, guys, for hanging with us this long, man. It's been a fun stream. I know it's been news light a bit, but I think the discussion's been worth it in things. And we miss Mike's Monsters. I know he couldn't join us today, but hopefully he will be. He'll join us in September, which is like right around the corner. And who knows what other things are going to come, between now and then. And we got Kong, the Beast Club, coming. Kyle, that's on the way to you.
Yep.
Hopefully for me and Rob, and myself too. So we'll see in things.
Yeah,
And,
Rob's gonna have to get it sorted. Maybe sent not through the United States Postal Service.
Yeah, I'm
Here's
gonna
Rob.
have to send out an email because $200.
Yeah.
No.
Alrighty. All right, so boys, stay on. Okay, I'm gonna end the stream, and for everybody in the chat, guys, thank you so much. You guys take care of yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you guys back in the next show. I am thinking that the next show will be September either 26th or 25th. Okay, so like we always do this show like in the last weekend of every month. All right, guys. So but I will post. I will make a post. Like a week or two prior, so that you guys know. All right, guys. Guys, thank you so much. And Shin Robjira, where can people find you?
You can find me on YouTube, X or Twitter, whatever the fuck, Blue Sky, Instagram at ShinRobJira. You can find me on TikTok at ShinRobJira with an underscore. And videos are on the way. I apologize for the week break, but it needed to be done. I was losing my marbles.
Yeah. Alrighty. And Kaiju Canuck, where can people find you, sir?
Yeah, I'm here on YouTube and on Instagram. You can find me on X, but I'd prefer you didn't.
And Michael, not Bandai, where can people find you?
Oh, you can find me anywhere. Just type in Monstarts and I'm there.
All right, cool.
It's on YouTube, Instagram. Yeah, you can find me on Instagram. Yeah, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, X. I just also started a TikTok channel, so if you guys want to go there, you guys can do that too. I'm even on Blue Sky, but there's not a lot of people over there. But that's okay.
No,
There's some people that only want to be on Blue Sky, and I'm there for you.
Yeah, alrighty, cool. And you guys can find me here, of course, on YouTube. You can find me on Instagram, and you can also find me on Blue Sky. I am no longer on X. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I will check you guys in the next stream. Take care, everybody.
90 degrees.
Goodbye, everybody.
Hell yes.